Hello, everybody. Vol, thank you for gifting 3 months of sub to Tonya. Count also resubbed yesterday, I think when you weren't here, but it was from a gifted sub from you. And Tonya, Nad were here before the stream even started, then right when I started Fair, Vol and Type Delete all popped in very quickly. So thank you all for being here. And Taikuri, hello. Hello there. How are you doing? Understanding the words. Yeah, this is almost a, this was brought up in one of the music classes I was taking. Everybody said the words, but it was like, oh, well, we're musicians, so maybe it's probably not a good selection. It's like a biased selection that you're polling. So give me a second. I was playing earlier, but hold on. My nails are... Just gotta do a quick rebuffing. And so we were like, oh, I wonder what would happen if you were to poll the English majors. Would it be any different? And then I was wondering if you could, you know, put people, if there was any neurophysiological reason for this. Like, could you actually, it's like, oh, what do you focus on more? It's like, is there an immediate sort of subconscious response in the brain that's that actually, you know, indicates that it's almost like sort of not your choice, that you're just focusing on the music? I mean, in a certain sense, I guess that's everything. If it's in, that's a that sort of gets into the philosophical, which is like, if you could point to something in your brain, does that make it not your choice? Well, it's like, doesn't everything? If you could only look deep enough and we had the proper tools and understanding, wouldn't we be able to point where everything is? So what part of it's under our control? Again, this class is all about words and music and how they intersect. So this is sort of an important part. And also another part is like, is it the first time you're listening to a song or the 10th time you're listening to it? Because a lot of people said they tend to focus not on the words more than the music, but their focus on the words increases at least slightly as they listen to the song multiple times. So that was potentially part of it too. But it looks like everyone's saying the music. Who here focuses on, does anybody focus on the words more? I never focus on the words unless it's a cover that like someone on Twitch does. It's only if I see, this is the only time I've noticed I focus on the words. Hey, Teeny Heels, what's up? Actually, do you prefer Jade? I don't know. Speaking of names, I was literally in your stream your entire stream. Just practicing. Because I am not like an ASMR person. Claire, a long time ago, I was like, she was really into it. And I was like, Claire, give me all your recommendations for the widest variety of ASMR stuff you can possibly think of. She gave me all sorts of stuff. I listened to all of it, and it just didn't, like, I was like, I don't know, it just didn't sort of do that much. But what I realized is I was practicing because we had raided you, or I came from a raid or something. And it was on in the background because I always leave a person's stream on when I raid them for at least a little bit as I'm moving stuff around or getting food. And I was practicing and I was like, oh, this is like perfect. It's like there's a visual there and there's sound, but it's not an obtrusive sound. And so I was like, oh, I'll like practice this. And then third, the voice thing I thought was so funny. It was just like, to me, it was like you were being called or summoned, and it's like something like, I have to go, I have to follow. No, don't do it. Don't go after it. But I have to. Do you hear that voice? That's what it reminded me of. All right. I was just practicing, but I put new strings on 2 days ago, so this is how fast they go out of tune. But yeah, thank you, Fair. Thank you for gifting a shout out. Streaming. Thank you for giving a shout out to Teeny Heels. So, if you like ASMR, or if you don't know what ASMR is and you want to check it out, you can go to her stream and just see what there is to offer. There's a lot of different types of ASMR and different uses. I don't know, maybe you want to practice and you need something in the background to practice too. So I just tuned this guitar, but I'm gonna do this. Actually, let me just play some warm-up stuff first. I am only aware after 36 years on this planet. I have only now become aware that forum is Latin. This is the singular. That's so funny. I was like, fora. I was like, oh my gosh. Huh. What's up, Asamia? How's it going? Did anybody come on? Don't act like this is ridiculous. I can't be the only one who's just never thought about the etymology of the word forum. Come on. Judging? Yeah, sure. You know what? I don't even believe you guys. I don't even believe you. I don't even believe you. Because everyone always says the forums. No, I think fora is the plural, like data and datum. Am I using a plectrum? Sometimes, but usually I use multiple plectra. Okay, all right. God damn it. All right. You know what I can't get used to? The opposite of what Vol just said. I can't. The data show. So like the data shows. It's so difficult. My whole life I've really just heard data as a singular. Like, so if someone's like, the data are clear, like, what? But here's one, all right. Forget about music. This one's different. Because I'm like technically wrong when it comes to that. But here's one where I swear I'm technically right. This pisses me off. Okay, if you were to talk about a company and you refer to the company in the plural, I get so bothered. I don't care if a company has multiple people in it. That's not how we use words. So like, let's say the company is Nintendo. Nintendo are doing this. Nintendo aren't doing that. Nintendo is a company. You don't say Nintendo are a company. Like, you know what else is plural? You know what's about as plural as possible? That's actually not plural, but represents the most amount of stuff? The word everything and everyone. Everyone do that. Everyone are going. No one says that. Because that would be wrong. No one would do that. No one do that. No one does that. No one are there. It's like, you know what? All right, I need to play music. You know, these are the important things in life. But if it's like, Elena, what's up? Thank you for the raid. The correct sentence is the company of actors was working. Oh man, even that, you even are even specifically pointing out that there's multiple people in it. Company is a collective noun, which means it can be singular but refers to a group of people, of actors. It's a prepositional phrase that tells you about the subject, but is not the subject. Exactly. You know what? Forget about the Encyclopedia Britannica. Encyclopedia Rothtanica. That doesn't work as well. Even Schnaftanica doesn't, you know. Okay. Eleno, thank you for the 46-month resub. And again for the raid. How was the stream? What were you doing? If there's a song you'd like me to play, let me know. I'm going to play this totally hype Saraband from Bach's second keyboard partita in C minor. Sandra, thank you for the 22-month resub. I got really confused because it was a 4-month streak, a 22-month resub, tier 1, and also Teeny Heels' message was right below it, so it looks like she resubbed, but you walked into a grammar discussion. Also, Cons, what's up? Welcome in. Water, you can continue lurking. Welcome in. Big Country, welcome in. Millendal, thank you for the 14-month resub. 1 second, hold on, I'm getting texts about stuff. 1 second, I gotta schedule stuff. Hold on a second. Uh, don't mind me. Yeah, question of the day. This is one for discussion, but also for sort of informal data collection. I'll collect the individual datum from you guys. All right. Old friend Jetlag, hello. Data? What about that one? Datum? Yeah, when you hear a song with words, obviously, do you listen to do you focus on the words or the actual music more? Who is Rafi? The children's singer. From Canada. I stole his identity. And it's gonna make me famous. You can request Rafi songs now. Basically just Baby Beluga and Banana Phone, but whatever. I'm hilarious. I'm super funny. All right. You need food? Okay, yeah, grab food. That's the streamer regular. Hold on. Where's and thank you for the claps. um what was I doing? Oh, the other thing is this question, I don't even know if it's an actual question. What I mean by that is, that's like a lot of questions in life. What I mean is, we can ask questions that don't actually have meanings. They have meaning, but what a clear way to say it is that within the question, there are assumptions that aren't necessarily true. Okay. Rafi, just ask the question, you weirdo. What do you think is more important in pop music? The words, or in a pop song, the words or the music? You could perhaps reframe it this way. If the words, let's say you pick a song that's really popular. If you were to alter the words, would it ruin it? If you were to alter the music, would it ruin it? The quick gut response from me is that it's both and it's the combination of the two, but I don't know. is it even the meaning of the words? Is it the words themselves separate from their meaning? So like almost like the sound of the words and perhaps a more poetic sense? Probably the music. Interesting. The patterns. Oh, the patterns in what, I guess would be. And pop music. Okay. If it's music for pop songs, what's a genre or an area, if any, where the words would be more important than the music? Oh, is that what you mean by patterns? Like how if you just do something familiar, if you're just like hip hop, that's probably one. So you're saying indie folk stuff is like, or maybe I shouldn't put folk in there, but I tend to link those two together. Indie folk, then like singer songwriter. I tend to lump all of those together. Up a whole step, but then down a half step because it changes the tuning. Wait. Whoops. This guitar is tuned differently than a normal guitar, but only slightly. All right, we're going to jump back to the late 1500s, to England, for some songs without words. Zenati, welcome back. I listened to those songs, by the way. I appreciate you sharing them. It's funny, the one with words, it felt like a mix of like Italian and like something else, but like still like folk music, but that's a whole other thing. Why is the G string the worst for tuning? Always goes out of tune. I don't know. Tons of people say that. I don't know if I've ever personally experienced that. And I've heard other people talk about tuning issues with that string too, but I don't know. I could just not be aware of it. For me, just all the strings just suck. These three strings that are just pure plastic, because they're all nylon, just go out of tune like crazy. It's miserable. Sable, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? Akintar, raid, what's up? I'm playing a lute. Just kidding, it's a guitar tuned like a lute. Okay, so I'm gonna hack through two of the pieces that I'll be playing for my graduate recital a long time from now. So I'm just trying to make up as many excuses as possible before I play this because it's going to be really rough. It's difficult. There's a different tuning. The sun's in my eye. I think there's a really strong wind right now. How do you say this name? Thank you for the good luck. Sesi Kokuk. Oh man. There's a nasty crosswind. Let me just pull up some grass and throw it. Oh yeah, this is brutal. This is rough. All right. You know what? You gotta be ready for anything when you're a musician. I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna shut up. One more thing. Just so this doesn't quite seem like randomness to you, this is a fancy, also known as a fantasy or a fantasia. It's heavily based on imitation, so you're gonna hear this, and then it gets copied. So there's gonna be a lot of that copying back and forth. In music, we call it imitation. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Chat's totally distracting me. Just kidding. That's the opposite of distraction. But yeah, Seski Kokuk. Seski Kokuk. Seski Kokuk. Ses. Hello. Danza in E minor. Like by Granados? I'm trying to think of... I don't, but I don't know if I have any... Okay, this one should maybe go a little better. I hope. If chat distracts me less, and if the wind dies down... I can hear now, it's actually crazy. What is it? That was a terrible wind impression. Thanks, Akintar, and thank you for the follow, too. And Sable, again, thank you for the raid. All right, so here's another fancy, whatever. Basically the exact opposite character. So this is I feel like what John Dowland, who's the composer, what he tends to do the best, which is this really sad music. Who here likes sad music? It's all you listen to? Yeah, it's like, it's my favorite. So clearly they need more work. And I always... I'm not sure what to do. Do I mind? No, I'd actually... Yeah, please do. I'd actually appreciate it. What else was going on? What the heck was going on here? This whole thing... that's more how it's supposed to be. This is my favorite. Actually, I just love this one. Man, there's so many good parts. This thing when it changes meter, so everything's like going da da dee da 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 da. All of a sudden da 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 dee da da da. And then this is just the best. Green-eyed lady, how have you been? You like the name change? Thanks. Sounding great. Thanks. Trying my best. Does playing instruments make you focus more on the music than the lyrics? I don't know, because that's something you could probably, it would be better answered by like an actual study, like getting actual data. And then you'll have to see what the data show. It's tough because I've always just focused on the actual music as opposed to the words. I'm not even a big fan of words a lot of the time. And for me, sort of like the less poetic, the better. Now, something that's really strange, something that's very strange, is that being said, I really like some of my favorite, lyrics to songs are the lyrics to John Dowland's songs. Again, the composer who did this. It's so over the top and poetic and emo and stuff. It's like I almost couldn't dare think that I could get away with writing something like that. Let's say I even had the idea to do that. Let's say those words even popped up in my mind. I know everything I write feels corny, just so corny and so lame. And a lot of poetic stuff just does not resonate with me at all. I read it and I'm like, okay. All right. And then I go the other way. You're having an off day, but music always makes it better. Like the fireplace too. Everything's new. Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a little bit, so there have been a lot of changes. I did this one of the other times I played this. Where I'm gonna take just this part and go like so this last here. So these are what the actual chords are. They're just this. does it go after the? Because this is, I have to change. What if I do it like this? Everything what is up? Everything's up a whole step. So instead of, it's gonna be. Why is this one? And so some of you may be like, that sounds like canon in D. In a certain sense, you'd be right. Now, this was written quite significantly before it. But this chord progression was quite popular, and for good reason. So I'm just going to make something up using it, because why not? You're going to say that? Yeah, especially the second time. So it goes... I mean, this is the beginning is almost like a contemporary pop song. Those are the first chords. If I just do that, those are the chords. Those are the exact chords. If I just change it to go like ding ding just like that. And all of a sudden it's a modern pop song. But he just writes. Up, Jack? From Mr. Holland's Opus. You know, I never actually saw that movie. Wait, I need to I gotta add that to my movie list, my running movie list. So I have this idea in my mind. It's a list of movies I've never seen and also movies I have seen, but I think that someone else needs to see. You guys want to hear my idea? One day, I'm hoping... Oh my god, I don't know if I should say this. I don't know if I should say this. One day, I'm hoping I have someone who I can go through the list with. Shit. Wait, guys. Oh my god. I have another meeting in 30 minutes that I forgot about. Okay, this one is different though. This one I don't think I can skip. I think this may just have to be a short stream today. Guys, I am the worst adult ever. Okay, but actually I have this I have this list and it has not really been put to good use. Also, where is the list? I don't feel like searching for it. I want to do the really inefficient just scroll until I see it instead of I'm just going to search for it. Tell us about the list. The list, it has a bunch of, it starts out with just see, I made this list for someone, not for someone. Well, not like a mixtape. Not like I made a mixtape for someone, but it was this person who like didn't watch a lot of movies when they were young. Oh, also I'm hungry, man. And so I just wrote down a bunch of movies. I was like, you got to see these. We can watch some of them. And we did watch some of them, but but then what the But yeah, I gotta add. Okay, so I gotta add what Mr. Holland's Opus. Doesn't really matter where I put it. I'll just put it after the Truman Show. Mr. Holland's Opus. You guys ever seen Angels in the Outfield? All right, that's on there. I don't know why that's the one I picked. There's like this kids section, like my childhood section, because like Disney, then Homeward Bound, Home Alone, Dennis the Menace, Problem Child. I forgot about that movie. Mighty Ducks, Rookie of the Year, Angels in the Outfield, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heavyweights. Heavyweights is so good. Dennis, one of Ben Stiller's greatest performances. Baby's Day Out, E.T., Babe, Free Willy, Hook. Hook is actually the greatest movie ever and should be on there. Homeward Bound is up there. A Christmas Story, Mrs. Doubtfire, Jurassic Park, Jumanji, Apollo 13. Apollo 13 makes me cry. Every time I watch the launch sequence thing, and I always forget, dude. That goes. Something like that, but when but when the actual, it's like, and then it cuts to the wives like looking up at the rock. And it cuts to Gary Sinise looking from his Corvette like really far away because they thought he had the measles, but then it turns out, what, he didn't actually have the measles. All right, so let me do a little bit more music because, yeah, we're gonna have to cut the stream super short. So I'll do the thing I was gonna do before here. I'm just gonna make up some stuff. It's all right, Brian. It's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening for everybody. Um, Not another teen movie. Scary Movie. Austin Powers. Tropic Thunder. Grandma's Boy. Basketball. Pootie Tang. 40-Year-Old Virgin. Wait, is Space Jam on here? Walking to Space Jam. I heard that song recently. I forget where. Top 5 favorites. It's so good. It's so good in so many ways, at so many times, for so many reasons. I'll read script. Script reads me. Simple. I can't even do my I can't even do Simple Jack without getting banned from Twitch. I see it in my head movies. All right. I'm trying to hold back saying any lines because I'm just gonna get. I just can't even say anything. Yeah, hold on. Is Space Jam on here? What are some other? Spaceballs, 2001: A Space Odyssey, but not Space Jam. All right. I saw that in theaters. I saw Space Jam in theaters for my friend Richard's 10th birthday party. The Space Jam song. Oh my god. When did that movie come out? It must have been like, wait, it must have been like 1996. Guys, I like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. Shit. It was exactly 19, yeah, that's the only way it would have lined up for his birthday being 10, because we're the same age, yeah. Oh no, for me, no, he was, I think, yeah, because I was like a year younger than most people in my grade. I was born in 87. There were some kids in my grade who were, yeah, a lot of the times like a year older than me. That makes sense because I turned 10 after I already moved to Rhode Island. The year that I moved to Rhode Island, yeah. So. Rentec. This is it's a guitar support. So it's in the general class of guitar supports, whereas this one clamps on. This one clamps on. This one uses magnets. So I put 2 magnets inside the guitar. Boom. It's the best guitar support ever. It's the most expensive guitar support I've ever seen, or I've ever bought, and it's also the best one. So, but guitar is basically my life, or at least the biggest thing in my life, so it's worth spending money on it. Grover Dangerfield? Why does it sound... Well, I mean, it's like, I guess based on Rodney Dangerfield, right? Oh. Is Norm Macdonald in that? As I got older, he became more and more of one of my favorite comedians ever. Super, super underappreciated. Do I have any tips for a beginner learning guitar? Oh man, lots of them. Why are you trying to need some tips? I got all sorts of tips. Here are the three. Here are the three secrets that guitar teachers do not want you to know. Keep your arm down here. Okay, but that's not what you want your fingers to be curved so that you're playing on the tips of your fingers. How much on the tips is going to depend on each person's hand. Play next to the frets. And yeah, keep your thumb down here. Now that's why I have the guitar. It's one of the reasons I have the guitar like this in the first place. Because if it's like this, the natural thing is, one of the natural things is for you to do this. It's also how we grab things and how we should grab things, but not how you should grab your guitar, because you're not actually supposed to really be grabbing your guitar. You should feel the weight of your hand. And so with that, you can simulate this by, well, not simulate, you can sort of force yourself to do it by taking your thumb off the back of the guitar. Now don't do it like this, but you can just have it like this. And the only way to apply force really at this point, you're not able to squeeze anymore because you've lost your thumb. So now you have to just pull with your arm. So when I'm playing, all the time, the majority of the force is coming from me doing this. Not this. And that especially comes into play when you're doing bar chords. Because like you should be able to, everyone is like, the dreaded F chord. I'm not using my thumb. And look at the position of my hand. Like look at how natural this is. Like if I just showed you my hand like this, it doesn't look like it's contorted in any way, because it's not. Right, so it's that. But you can see the guitar coming in a bit, and I'm just counteracting the force over here. What's up, Brugos? Because, like, not that you want to do this. Except now the guitar goes like this when I move. So I'm just not using my thumb. And I do have to play the ending song because oh my god, the meeting's gonna start in 10 minutes. I'll be back Wednesday though. That's not how it goes, but whatever. Hey, thanks, Jeeves. And Brugos, thank you for their 52-month resub. there's so many hearts. Nina, welcome in. T'es française? So Brugos, thank you for the 52-month resub. Jeez. And Jeeves, yeah, thank you for the 500 bits. Try it out. Remember, you don't. When I'm playing, I'm. It's not like I'm not putting any pressure here, but like a huge amount of it. Like it kind of keeps you in line. It helps a little bit, but like, just, it's not this. Like there's some there, but again, I played the beginning part without my thumb at all. Like it's. Ilton Drill, what's up? How's it going? Chega de saudade? No, I don't think so. I don't. I am not familiar with a lot of, was Brazilian, right? Were they Portuguese? I should know better. Like, obviously the language is Portuguese. Okay, so this is probably the shortest stream I've like ever done. This is crazy. But this, oh man, there's also way more people watching than normal. What the heck? Okay, I'm glad I changed. Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. I was streaming at 3 p.m. for the past month. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna stick to 6 p.m. But these meetings were partly why I changed it. So. But I think it's better to just stream and do a short stream and just stop for the meetings, but just have the streams at 6. It changes the feel. Oh, playing like that, dude, it's huge. And like, cause you can think about it like this. If you're clamping like this, your hand like locks up. But if you do this, like these other fingers, especially because classical guitar requires you to just do these crazy things where you're moving like one finger at a time. Like if I'm squeezing like this, everything gets tight. If you could feel my hand, you'd see it. But so I'm going. You just have to be able to do this. So yeah, but yeah, Jade, if you're curious about more stuff, let me know. Okay, I really gotta run because I actually have to shove some food into my face too before I go. So I'm gonna find someone to raid really quickly. Thank you all for being here. I'll be back on Wednesday at 6, and I won't have to end early. Everybody, grab your guitar though. If you don't have one, buy one just so you can play while pulling on the neck. That's ridiculous, because you wouldn't get a guitar just to do that. And I updated all the socials. Guys, I swear I updated basically everything, although things still aren't working. Definitely let me know. There's been a lot of stuff to try to... So much stuff. And the Discord and Patreon are still schnaff on purpose. Those, at least in the links, they're gonna change. Don't worry, they're gonna change. But okay, let's do this. We'll raid
Motherly
Joe. I think I got everything. I need to make a new. I changed the banner for when the stream's offline. I deleted the other one that says Schnaff. I don't think Schnaff is anywhere anymore. Well, it's a couple of places. In the 2 places I mentioned. Oh, Discord. Okay, guys, don't mind me. This is just my brain all the time. I'm just doing it out loud now. Anybody else's brain like that? Whoops. I'm in a rush, dude. I'm trying to delete. Green Eyed Lady says yes. Yeah, there's a. Instead of the raid command, I just put the raid call in, expecting that to raid this person. Joe is great. I got to hang out with her at the last TwitchCon, which I can't believe was basically a year ago. in our memory. You know, he'll never be forgotten. He's still here. Still. Her main thing is violin, hence the name Joe plays violin, but she does other stuff. She's looping things and has a keyboard and plays guitar and an accordion. So, thank you all for being here. Sorry I had to cut it short, but I think you understand why. I'll be back on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I was just thinking, I hope everyone have a nice night. And I almost said I hope you all have, but it's like, oh no, we do say that. When you say you all, we do refer to it as the plural, but everyone, we don't. All right, don't mind me. All right. Everybody, oh, but it doesn't work with, damn it, what's the, not exclamations. I can't think. Okay. Take care, everybody. Let's say hey to Joe. I'll see you Wednesday.